Introverts. A label given to people in an almost negative way. And most people giving the label almost feels like they must apologize for being the way that they are. This is because we live in a Western civilization that prefers the extroverted group to the introverted individual. You might have experienced being called shy, arrogant, or lazy for not tagging along on a party that your friends are going to, or for not calling a person who might be your next employer. However, this might only be the cause of your introvert personality trait. You maybe did not have the mental stamina to go with your friends, or you maybe absolutely hate taking phone calls. There are a lot of things that can classify a person as an introvert, and most of them are not linked to being an asocial person, like the aforementioned phone call. There are a lot of people who have no problem meeting face to face or hanging out with a group of friends. However, when it comes to phone calls, they try to avoid it the best they can, and would rather write a text message instead. Since all humans need fellow human company, you might decide that you want to make some friends, but you're unsure how to do this, and you are scared to make a mistake or become awkward in a conversation. Then try to find people with a common interest as you. Whether this is games, art, or music, a common interest is always a good starting point. And if you are lucky, you might have an extrovert friend already, who is willing to introduce you to some of their friends. In my own opinion, the best way to describe what an introvert is to describe it as a person who gains strength and energy by being by themselves, where they can think and work clearer and better. While in this quiet place, introverts often come up with some of their best and most creative ideas. Ideas that they often write down to work on later, or ideas that might help them with a project that they are currently working on. Introverts are also known for being very attentive when it comes to details in their work, and make sure that all the information in a text is correct, or that a work of art has all the details it needs to look the best it can. To bring up an introvert's best friend, I'm going to talk about the internet, the place where most introverts thrive. Since the outside world is mostly dominated by extroverts going from place to place, showing off their work to as many people as they can, the internet has been where the more secluded introverts has gathered. Here, people can show off their work or project without having to leave the comfort of their home. And via the internet, a future employer might notice their work and give them a job. It is also on the internet where most introverts meet new friends, since they tend to be on sites where they talk to people with the same interests and goals in lives as themselves. The internet has become a bit of the introvert's big friend in the last 2 decades. You are born an introvert, and it's nothing that you can train to become or achieve. You can, however, practice your social skills as an introvert, maybe by having a small group of close friends that you hang out with, or have a family member or friend call you from time to time so that you can get used to phone calls. Just remember, you should never have to apologize for being an introvert, and that we are all needed for this cog that we call home to work.